Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They run it again with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Duggan to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Tag! Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Great to celebrate every play from Mechie in his 2nd season. Was diagnosed with leukemia 3 months after being drafted and missed his rookie season. Back now, one of the most inspirational stories in the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Quick throw to Collins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Texans at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He'll buy some time right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And you look at this Saints defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Stroud off the play fake. Being chased out left. That's caught again by Schultz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes goes down. Peyton Turner. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Duggan will look to throw this. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
To throw is Duggan. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Duggan eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Throwing, Duggan. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Duggan looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. And you look at this Saints defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Duggan now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dugan. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here we go, here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Six the Eagles. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Mustang 19.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Dugan steps away to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Duggan. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Dugan. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Cade York on now for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling. Play action. Stroud now. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this one is incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here goes Stroud again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
18, Rattler, 18, go.
Stroud now on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The throwing again is Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A final shot before break. Dugan. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stroud now on 2nd down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Pierce now up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Duggan to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Duggan will look to throw this. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Kamara up the middle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. To throw is Duggan. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Duggan steps away. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Throwing, Duggan. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
No touchdowns for them in the 1st half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Texans 21, Saints 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're going to get this
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Come on. Hey.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Go.
And that is incomplete. Incorrect read or just more in air on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Duggan now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Duggan looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll look to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Duggan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Dugan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10th carry for Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Coming left is Kamara. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
In motion right is Smith. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Roquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Handoff left side, Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
The second down throw now from Stroud. Looking middle, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do.
Touchdown, Houston! Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dugan. He lets it go deep for Olave. This is caught inside the 15. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Toss wide side. This is Camaro. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Now Stroud.
at the 27-yard line.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all these rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. York now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Saints 38, Texans 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hurry, hurry!
Stroud to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd down. Stroud. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready?
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Flush to his right. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for New Orleans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.